Today we're going to be testing the NCL30060LED1GEVB, a switch mode power supply controller intended for low to medium power single stage power factor corrected LED drivers. The equipment we're going to be using today is an AC power supply capable of producing up to 300 volts. We're going to be using a power analyzer. Also we'll be using a 10 volt DC power supply. We're going to be using an oscilloscope to measure our output ripple. And also we're going to be using a DC ammeter, DC voltmeter to measure our outputs. And we're going to be using a decade box for a constant voltage load. Before testing, make sure the 10 volt DC power supply is disconnected from terminal J31. Also make sure to set the load to high resistance, zero current load. To begin testing, set the AC power supply to 0 volts and turn it on. Slowly increase the AC input voltage to approximately 80 volts. Once at approximately 80 volts, the output of the board should enter stop-start mode. Now set the AC supply to 115 volts. Slowly adjust the electronic load from no load slowly up until the output voltage reduces to approximately 34 to 39 volts. With the output at approximately 34 to 39 volts, our output current should be stable and within the range of 665 to 735 milliamps. At these conditions, our power factor should be at least 0.97 and our efficiency should be greater than 85%. Also, our output ripple should be less than 2 volts peak to peak. Next, slowly reduce the resistance and observe our output current remain constant within approximately plus or minus 5 milliamps of the observed value until the output voltage drops to below 11 volts, constant current. Now slowly increase the resistance to between 34 to 39 volts and turn off the AC source. Now connect the 10 volt DC source to J31. Then set the DC power supply to 10 volts and turn it on. Then turn the AC power supply on at 115 volts. With the AC input applied, slowly decrease the DC power supply and our output current should decrease steadily. At approximately 0 volts DC, the output current should be between 80 and 150 milliamps. Then slowly increase the DC power supply to 10 volts and our output current should return to nominal value. Then disconnect the 10 volt DC power supply. Next, set the AC power supply to 90 volts and turn it on. You can observe that at 90 volts AC, our output current is still stable at 700 milliamps. Then slowly increase the AC power supply to approximately 300 volts. At 300 volts input, the output current is approximately 700 milliamps. For the final part of the test, steadily decrease the AC input voltage from 80 volts. At approximately 70 to 73 AC input voltage, the output current should cease to 0. This completes the test of the NCL30060LED1GEVB, a switch mode power supply controller intended for low to medium power single stage power factor corrected LED drivers. For more information, please visit www.onsemi.com or contact an authorized distributor.